Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another voiceover plan with me. This time it's in my pocket bullet journal. If you haven't seen, I am doing One Book July this year, and I decided to do it in a pocket bullet journal as a bit of a change and a bit of a challenge for me. So today I'm just going to be setting up my very simple weekly spread just to see how quick and easy it is and kind of how much I'm loving setting up these weeks. First things first, I am laying out the days of the week. I realised that I can't be relied upon to count 21 because last week I ended up with not enough lines. So this week I am laying out the stickers first to basically create my 3 lines per day for the week to make it a little bit simpler in terms of then using the pencil to then carve out the actual kind of lines for the week. I previously was just doing 1 line down the middle to mark out my 4 categories. This week I'm going to try actually lining across horizontally as well, because what I have been finding is that I have kind of, it's not been super difficult, but a few times it's been annoying, particularly where I've been writing on the right hand page to see which line I should be writing on for which day. Kind of a minor thing, but I thought I'd experiment with kind of adding in a few more lines and creating more of a kind of formal kind of weekly layout. The stickers I'm using are from the shop. They are the Planning Basics range. I will leave a link to everything I mentioned below. And yeah, I love these because they just keep it nice and simple. So I'm putting this week at the top left because that's where my weekly tasks go, and then important on the top right because that's where I write things that I am waiting on. I then get my Uniball 4-in-1 Plus pencil to start marking out the lines. I have a little line guide in the back of the planner that I set up just to help me with setting things up. So it tells me, how many squares are at the halfway point and how many squares for days and on the monthly view and things like that. So I just use that as a reference, mark that out, and then use the ruler to line up the middle of each page. So my weekly view, if you haven't seen the original setup videos, I kind of divide into 4. So my first column is for events, my second column is for home tasks, my third column is for Lethbridge paper tasks, and my fourth is for anything kind of social media related, so Instagram posts, Facebook posts, etc. Apologies if my throat or my voice sounds stupidly croaky. I've had a chest infection now for about a week, and I've kind of lasted as long as I can before I actually need to film some videos. Otherwise, it's going to come to Saturday and there's going to be no video going live. So apologies if I sound like a 40-day smoker. Anyway, I am just lining out the sections now and doing these new horizontal lines to see if they help me kind of work out where I should be writing, particularly on the right hand page. I don't like drawing out lots of big layouts, whether it be monthly or weekly, so I'm hoping that I can get away with this, because any more than that and the weekly layout would suddenly become a bit too much of a faff for me in terms of laying it out. I love a bullet journal because you've got complete freedom, but I also don't like bullet journals that, take 20-30 minutes to set up because they're so complicated in terms of the boxes and lines. I specifically wanted this layout because it's simple. So hopefully this just does enough for me in terms of being able to see where I'm writing, have kind of a bit of cleanness in terms of the days of the week, because looking at previous weeks, it does look a bit kind of jumbled. So hopefully just these lines will neaten it up a little bit. Once I've done that, so that's it for my weekly layout done, I then just basically set about planning my week. So the first thing I'll do is I will refer to my monthly view and write in any events of the week. I don't have a huge amount this week, so there's not a huge amount to put in here, but I'll always start with the events because knowing how busy I am from one day to the next will then help me in terms of organising my tasks for the rest of the week. So if I have a load of plans, if I have plans of an evening after work, I know I'm not going to get anything done because basically that's my evening done. Once the events are then done, I will then look at everything from the previous week and start migrating things over. So here I'm migrating things that I'm waiting on that I still haven't had last week. So I'll just write those over. What I'll also do as part of that, and I think you'll probably see that at some point, is I will then write a note to myself to chase things up. So if it's been on there for quite a while, I will add a note to start chasing people down. I will also put if there's any Happy Mail that I'm waiting on or anything like that. Obviously they won't need chasing down because I'll have tracking or whatever, but anything, yeah, that needs to get migrated over will happen there. I am then now looking at my social media plan for the week, so I'll be writing in the Instagram posts that I need to post, if I need to take any of those pictures. So on that monthly view, there was a star next to a couple of the pictures for this week. That is my little kind of cheat that I need to actually take those pictures, so I've written in that I need to take those on Monday, and then I'm just filling in the rest of the days in terms of posts that I've got planned that need to be done. I'll then probably either at this point or later on just fill in a couple of other bits that are kind of content related through the week. I have set up a bit of a regular task list in this to help me with some of my regular tasks, because I've tried task cards and things like that in the past. They don't really work, so all I've done is basically a brain dump of everything I know I need to do each week, each month, each day, whatever it is, and just have that as a spread, which you'll see me flicking back and forth just to help me kind of remember when I'm setting up my weeks, things just to start plotting in. But before I get onto that, I am just putting in Lethbridge paper tasks. So Monday is my day off work, so that's the day I kind of get up to date on orders and YouTube and things like that. And so I've just put in my kind of pressing Lethbridge paper tasks for Monday. I've then just referred to that spread that I just told you about, and I've started plotting out some of my regular weekly tasks. So this column is for anything life and home related, so this is where cleaning chores and things like that will go in, budget planning or budget check-ins. And so I'm just kind of going in, laying all that out and kind of doing it in line with the plans that I've got. So I know I'm away this weekend, so nothing will get planned in for this weekend because I know I'm not going to be here to do it. So I won't just arbitrarily put it in there. I'll put it in for a day that I know I can, or something like journaling, for example, which I'll normally do on a weekend. I just won't plan in for this week. I'll just do 2 weeks worth next week. And so here I am just filling out the rest of my general weekly tasks using this spread. It's come in very, very handy. I feel like it's something that's probably going to go into all of my future kind of planners now. Just having that to quickly refer back to has been incredibly useful. Once I've done that, I will then just quickly refer to my monthly spread again. So on the right-hand column of my monthly spread, I have any tasks that need to be done in a certain week. So I'll just take a look at that week and just make sure that I've captured everything. If not, I'll write it in. On this occasion, everything that I've needed to do this week has been kind of regular tasks anyway, so they have been captured. So yeah, so finished all my regular tasks, checking in on my monthly view now. I've already written all of that down because I remembered it or it was on my weekly task. I will then just go in and add anything for this week. So these are any tasks that don't need to be done on a certain day or just kind of reminders of things that I want to do. So new releases for the shop if I get chance, watercolouring and reading are regular things that I want to do, and then just any other task that is kind of more of maybe a longer term task or just a reminder goes in there. My final bit is then just starting my daily for Monday. So again, this is just a simple sticker from the Planning Basics set, writing the date, and then I have that ready to go because, as you've probably seen, I don't have a lot of space for tasks. So what I'll probably do as Sunday goes on is start adding more and more tasks to this daily log ready to go for Monday. Once that's done, the week is pretty much set up, but as I've said, I will probably continue to go back to this all throughout Sunday, add to it, so the finished article kind of Monday morning will look a little bit more full. But in terms of the basic setup for the week, that's done in under 10 minutes, ready to go, and I feel like, yeah, ready to start the week. Everything is done, and I'm good to go. Hopefully you enjoyed this little setup. As you can see, very quick, very simple. But if you do have any questions, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!